Chomsky is worried that postmodernism separates the intellectuals from the working class, or the broad masses of the people, or whatever terminology he wants to use, and the reason why they do this is probably something he thinks is a mystery, but it probably is connected directly to their own ideological roots in Kant, or at least some of it has to do with that. Kant was a philosopher who believed that human beings could never know what he called the thing in itself. In other words, reality. Reality was unknowable, ultimately. And so the postmodernists also think that reality is unknowable, ultimately, because reality itself is just language, and language is something that's sort of reified as some sort of domination over the human beings, as opposed to being a creation of the human beings. And while it is true that the ruling ideas of any era are ever the ideas of the ruling class, this doesn't necessarily have to be always the case. And during times of revolution, it is not the case. And that's another problem with postmodernism, is that it tends to be ahistorical, and it doesn't see that history is actually changed by human beings. Human beings are always dominated by their ruling classes, and they always have this sort of conservative thinking pattern until the time when the mode of production, the sort of society that they live in, is actually physically breaking down, and they come to other conclusions.